Hi, you guys. Hey, we got a CRF250L. It's a 2019, and the customer, what he wants me to do is put a lowering kit on it. I think some people call it pull rod and a couple of other funny names. I didn't look up Honda's a serious name, but it's a 2019 great bike, really smooth. Fuel injected, gorgeous. Got some extra lights on there, LEDs. No carburetor, electric start, really nice pipe. No dents on the rims, decent rider. Pretty nice bike. Liquid cool, of course. This bike only has about, probably about 1,300 miles. 2019, hardly ridden. But it's not really a dirt bike, it's a dual sport. So you're headed to the market, you want to take a shortcut across the neighbor's field or ranch, then you can do that, you know what I mean? This is Big Ed putting out this video. I've done a lot of videos, you know, I'm sure you've seen me before. I've got a whole bunch out there, Instagram, all kinds. But I'm gonna put this together for the guy. So I ordered this lowering kit. Let me see where it's at. I think it's going to bring it down at least a couple of inches, I'm hoping. Unless a guy, you know, this is a little lowering block here. But basically, you just come over here, pull this unit right here. It's right there. Really not hard. Shove it in. One screw, another screw on the back. They're 14s and a 17, and you just drop that baby. You pull the pin out of this thing. The rod. It's the pin, but it's actually the rod that goes along these bearings, and comes out pretty nice. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you pull the spring for the brake here. Pull that out of the way. And when I just loosened everything up, the thing just dropped out. I had to put a little pressure on this tire by lifting it up here, you know, so that helped it a whole bunch. But, you know, a really nice bike. Check your oil here. People like cruising the highway with it. You know, it's probably due, with my big butt, probably about 75, 80 on a good deal. But, you know, 70, you can cruise around on that thing pretty good. But I don't push these bikes that hard. You know, maybe 65, you know, it's a small motor, but they're nice. So, you know, there's people that go cross country on these son of a guns. They got the little windshield. I took it off. He said he didn't like it, so I pulled it out of the way, but I, you know, kept it for him. Little small windshield, and they kind of get kind of nasty. But it's Honda. It's got original tires, OG. And so once I pulled the two screws here, this thing just dropped after I put this little pressure on this one here. So don't forget that. That's the ticket. And I had my friend was supposed to come over and help me put this thing together. Oh, I'll hold the camera for you. But you know how it is. When you depend on friends, they don't show up. But if it was time to give them money, that's the first time they're here. What are friends for? But anyway, some advice for you guys with these taller bikes. When getting on these bikes, you don't just step on the ground and then try to karate kick your leg over the top. What happens, everybody knocks these darn turn signals. They break them all the time. They just think they're Karate Kid and get it up there. It don't work like that. You know, you have to, what I recommend is when it's on the ground, this one we're lucky has a kickstand. So all we do is we have the kickstand down, no problem. I usually get up on my left leg and step on this peg here and then push my body up and stand it straight up. And as long as you're not in mud, then you just push your leg over the back seat. It comes out really nice, unbelievable. But the guys, well, how do I get on this thing? You know what I mean? They try to do it from the ground. You can't do it from the ground. It's like, unless you're a NBA player or you're one of those young teenagers that are skinny and fast and light, can do it. Now, we take over here, we look at my CRF 450. Here's an 05. This is a nice bike. It's pretty fast. It'll rip your arms out. Now, this one doesn't have a kickstand. So, me, I'll look for a little rock or a piece of log or any other curve, till I can lift my leg over the top. Now, this is carburetor. These are very nice bikes. People, you can buy them new for 10, 11 grand, I think, but they don't have a big market turnaround. I see a lot of them out there for 4 grand, 3,500 here in California. But these suckers are fast. They get up and go. I mean, I was a big fan of the CR500 back in the day, but you don't see those anymore. And if you do see them, the 2-stroke 500, they want an arm and a leg. And then try to buy a little part for those little suckers. Oh, forget it. There's like, golly, transmission part, $500 or $1,000 or break a case or something like Pistons you can get all day. You can re-sleeve the cylinders, you know what I mean? But the CR 450's got a lot of power. It's in fact, they sell them here at some of the dealers over here, but in California, you can't get them with a sticker. In other words, you can't ride them at you're running around your neighborhood or off-road area. They say you have to only ride them in let's say the speedway tracks or the dirt bike tracks. They don't want them here in California to ride them. They won't give you a sticker to go out to, let's say, the desert and ride them. That's kind of crazy. That's California for you. We got a governor that's worthless, so don't move to California. But we do have nice beaches, and there's a lot of fun here. You know what I mean? We're always doing something here. There's always good fishing, the whole 9 yards, so I can't complain that much. But no tornadoes. We get earthquakes once in a while, but it's all right. But back to the bike, you know what I mean? So all I did was pull this baby down. It's the same match, but I guess with these little devices, they'll drop that sucker. And basically, once you pull out this sleeve, look, I pull this sleeve out for you. I grease it, put it back in. You take the one that comes off your bike, and then you shove it in. I'm trying to do it by myself, but it's probably impossible. Maybe I can, but you kind of get the idea. So as long as once my friend comes out, I'm not going to redo this video, but once you put that baby in, you shove the screw in, and you're good to go. And just reverse everything. And don't forget to put your little brake light and a little spring here. It's not that it's not going to stop you, but that works your little light up here also, your brake light. But this should drop the bike at least, I believe, 2 inches. And instead of 10 inches, might get it 8. And it might be too low, but then he can say, oh no, I think I want to go a little higher. I'll just wear bigger boots, you know what I mean? Or stretch a little harder. But we'll find out once I get it done, and I'm sure it'll take that 2 inches, and I think we'll be okay. So I believe you understand, just reverse everything I did, and it should go pretty smooth. You can always have a friend help you lift the tire, and it'll give you that way to get that other bolt in, that bolt out, and that should work pretty good. Well, I hope I learned something here. This is Big Ed signing off, and thank you for watching. We'll see you. I got a lot of videos out there on Ed Marino on YouTube. Look me up. You'll see me with a fishing picture, some Dorado I caught. But I know a lot about bikes. Okay, man. Thanks for stopping by.